In this video, I'm going to give an overview of the support services that D3Tool offers, where they fit into our ecosystem, and whether they're free or premium services offered through our support plan. So we do have a more formal and structured support system in place, and that's been a big part of our evolution towards being a mature, sustainable company. So we're taking this from project level to kind of sustainable ecosystem. So what is the cascade for when you need help with the D3Tool product? The first is we've got some self-directed, self-help, and community help. If you can't get either the answer you need there or the expedience of an answer that you need there, we do have a support plan. So we've got a ticket-based system where when you say, I need help with something, we're tracking that issue through a system that lets us know how long it took us to resolve it, lets us compare how many of the same types of issues we're getting so we can then feed that back into our documentation and training pipeline. It allows us to review the actual case file that you can optionally submit with the ticket. And we also have live office hours once or twice a week that if people just need a quick live hands-on, we're kind of handling that in batches. So that's kind of the avenues for the support plan. And we have a system of a la carte options. So a design service, this is basically just something where if you need to be bailed out of a design, like you get into it, you're frustrated, or you just need something done quickly that you don't have time to do, our turnaround on those designs is about 3 days. So it's more of a delegation, or if you have a case that's just really difficult, that it'd be more efficient for us to do it. Now we charge well above kind of the market rate for design at $50 a design. The reason for that is it's the people who design the software designing your appliance. It's not some design service in the middle of nowhere. So we're doing this ourselves. And then lastly, we've got some one-on-one consultation. Like if you need something that's outside the scope of the software, if you're trying to do something unique that's not really included in the instruction manual, then we charge separately for that. So our goal is to keep everyone out of the a la carte stuff. I mean, we're not a design service, we're not a lab, we're not really a consulting firm either. Like, we like developing software, we like making our users happy. So we know that there's going to be some level of support that is needed, and we're trying to charge almost a break-even amount for that. The cost needed to support the infrastructure, our additional team member, and things like that. But if we're keeping everybody in the blue and green, we're happy, and we think that's really the route to keep our users and customers happy. So our support plan is $20 a month, and the first 30 days are included with the software purchase. So we want to make sure everyone gets launched and has a fair opportunity to get installed, their basic first cases designed, and so we're kind of baking that cost into the cost of the software now, because we think if we can get people launched in a way that's sustainable, there's going to be less need for a support subscription. But what we can't do is we can't support emails from our large user base 6 months, 8 months later, because the accumulation of support there is going to grow. So in order to be sustainable, those users that start to need support later on have to have an active support subscription. So again, kind of going through that cascade, we've linked the user manual in the software. We have a YouTube channel. We have training videos that come with the purchase of the software. And we have a Facebook group where you can ask your friends. We also chime in there, but we're going to start doing this less and less as the burden of supporting our support customers starts to grow. So right now we're still kind of answering any questions we see on the Facebook group as they pop up, but we can't really track the issues, count the number of issues. We don't really have a good handle. So Facebook has helped us get where we are today, but it's not sustainable. So moving to this ticket-based system is really where we're headed. So you'll notice that the Facebook support is either going to have to come from the community, which we're all in favor of. If the community is self-supporting, then we don't need to, we're not trying to grow a huge part of our business based on the support plan. we're charging for this so that it doesn't detract from the stability of the company. So support your friends, look at the user manual, watch our YouTube channel, and watch the training videos that come with the software. And then if that's not getting you what you need, if you just need something a little more structured, then the support plan is really your ideal situation. All right, again, if you need something more rapid or more specialized, these are the prices that we have for our design service and for our one-on-one consultation. Again, this design service is a bit above market value, or kind of the market average, and we know that, and because we're trying to discourage it, this is not what we actually want to be doing. We want to keep everybody down here in the blue and green. Okay, so just showing some screenshots from our software and kind of what these features look like. Up here in the upper left corner, you now have the user manual, a link to the help page where you can submit tickets, a link to the tutorials, and a link to the Facebook group. So kind of all these things here, nicely organized for you up above the Splint workflow. The blue items here are kind of mapping these colors to the self-directed help and kind of to that color key that I've used through the presentation. These are your free items in blue, and the actual tickets that you submit via the help button here, you're going to submit those through the website. That's gatewayed by your support subscription. So help tickets, again, this is a support subscription service. The panel will be there in your software, but you won't be able to use it unless you have an active subscription. So there's a little panel on the left here, D3Tool Help Tools. It should be above the Splint tool, which I've cropped out on the bottom. And you can use the screenshot tool to take a screenshot of your 3D view, and you start your ticket, type some stuff in, and then submit it. And if you optionally, your file will get uploaded with it. Even if you can't do that, starting your ticket through the support service kind of links, it tells us the version that you're using. It tells us what workflow you're doing, flat plane. It gives us a lot of information right off the bat that helps us get these things solved so much faster. So here's how you can initiate a ticket in another avenue from the website. You can go to d3tool.com/help, put your name, your email, what problem you're having, type your message. This is by far the least efficient, although it's a little more user-friendly looking in terms of it's kind of a cleaner looking layout than what we have in the software. But if you don't have to leave the software to get the ticket initiated, that's going to save you a minute of clicking around. So just to summarize the help ticket component of our system, you can start a ticket from within our apps or from the website. You get your ticket confirmation email saying we got it, and then on your end for replies, you'll see our replies in your email. But then internally, we're actually tracking that through our service portal on Zendesk. All right, and then office hours, they're scheduled twice per week. They're 1.5-hour sessions led by either Kevin or Carly, myself, or Sean. And these, they're open-ended. They're kind of drop in, drop out. Any information you could send us ahead of time about what you might be coming to ask will kind of give us a primer. But these are for things for people who are very visual and need to kind of see something, or want someone to look over their shoulder at a case. This is what that's for. I think the drop-in hours may be a little restrictive for some people, because it's, we're servicing a lot of different time zones, but we're trying to scatter them throughout the week so that no one is blocked out of office hours if they really need that. So we're usually doing Fridays in the later afternoon and Wednesdays kind of in the middle of the day, and that's been working out okay. So you register ahead of time so we know who's coming, but you can just drop in anytime during the 1.5-hour session. We'd love for that to grow to where users can collaborate and talk with each other, be comfortable sharing their screens, look at cases together. So we send out an email at the beginning of each week to the active subscriber base to let them know, hey, office hours are happening at these times this week, come if you can. And that is the general overview of what our help system looks like and what the options are. I think we're offering it at a pretty affordable rate, and we hope that this can be something that gets some users the help that they need, or can smooth that first. If it's not sticking in the first 30 days and you need 6 months to really get really into the software, there's that option there.